John, do you think Hayden Valentine will play?
60-40. He's got better knowledge than me, mate. So.
How much then goes into planning for Hayden Valentine playing?
Normal planning, yeah. Normal planning. We'll put about 60% into planning for him to play and 40% that he won't play. Simple game.
How impressed have you been by what Andrew Gaff did going back to the Waffle and also Chris Marston's couple of games?
Yeah, it was great for Andrew. One, to go back and play his first game in the Waffle, really hadn't had a lot of contact with the South Fremantle players. They were great in the way they welcomed him into the club, being such a great club. And he lapped up the opportunity, played really well. Lived up to the reputation of his high drafting pick. So it was a great hit out for him. And Chris Marston as well, second full game back. So, he's now back up, really ready to go.
Would that convince you that Andrew's ready to come back into the side and maybe play a full-time role? Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, it was a perfect hit out for him. So there's nothing holding us back from playing him. It's all around selection.
Did you miss his run after half-time?
Don't think so, no. He has played that role really well, and if it was just around short-term stuff, we'd keep playing him as a sub because he's doing it really well, but he's going to be better than that, and we want him to be able to impact and play full games of footy. So, stick by the fact that it was the best thing was to go back and play with South Fremantle, but. The boys still ran the game out well last week, gave themselves a chance, we didn't look like we were lacking anything in that last quarter to give ourselves a chance of winning the game.
So you didn't feel like at times after half-time you were a runner short that they...
No, in the third quarter it wasn't really around a runner. It was Essendon got control of the game and took their opportunities to score. As I said, in the last quarter I felt we were back on top in the game.
Players seem very buoyant and up and quite confident. Do you think you're better prepared for this derby than you have been in seasons gone by? Better prepared, I mean, in better form and ready to win?
Probably. Probably in better form. I think just our squad's in better shape. That would be the biggest difference to last year, especially. Can't go back too much further than that, but just having Glassy back and going, Coxie having the last couple of years Coxie hasn't been at peak fitness, so overall I think we're in a better position than we were last year and maybe the year before.
Some unusual training methods from West Coast. I was actually busy watching them.
There's some standouts on the spins.
What was that session about, or what was that little bit of the drill about?
It was our first little warm-up and hit-out, and we trained today. It's our main session, so it's just a very light session, get the players, get some blood flowing and have a bit of a laugh. So we would normally do a normal training drill for 7 or 8 minutes, but I decided to change it up a bit, have a bit of a laugh.
You're renowned for...
Humour, I know, no, you can say it. I won't take offence.
Ways of training, you have done it over the years. Is there periods of time in a season that you do something like that to freshen them up, to put a smile on their face?
Yeah, in the past, there's no doubt the monotony of just every session, players can get a little bit robotic. They can just turn up knowing this is what we're doing, this is the program, and it doesn't hurt to change it up every now and then.
Are they better prepared, or are they a better team than they have been in recent years?
Well, effectively they've only got 2 or 3 injuries. That possibly the rest of the list is healthy, and they're in really good form. We both had our issues on the weekend. They came off an 11-day break, I think, playing the Bombers, and so we came off a break ourselves. So both teams should be fresh and plenty of energy, and so that'll bring the game to another level.
Johnny, your players hurting from losing the last 7. Have you noticed any talk around the club that there's a real focus to end this drought?
I've heard several players comment publicly that they'd like to finish the run that we haven't won, but personally for me, it's about this season where we're at. We've had some good performances, but we've still only won half our games, and we'd like to be better than that. So, challenge is to try and match it with Fremantle and get a win on the board.
John, Brad Shepherd came in last week. What did he make of his second year in football? He was pretty good last week. He was disposable against us.
Yeah, Brad's going to have a bright future in the game, no doubt about that. So, it's just a progression for him. Keep working hard and play some AFL footy. He'll play some waffle footy this year, but it's all getting him ready to become the player we know he's going to be.
Is Gavin Marston coming back in and see a chance to miss out as well?
Well, yeah, there's several players, that are putting their hand up to come in the side, and that means there's always players that are at risk of going out of the side, sometimes not through form alone, but through those players coming in to fill certain roles.
Are you happy with Jared's form against the Bombers?
Well, yeah, it's hard to judge on coming on at quarter time, but, I thought he moved well, and, for where Jerick was last year and where he's got himself to now, it's credit to him to have forced his way into our best side for last weekend.